safe, and some other security offerings, today they're all in different clouds. They are. And then we acquired them, or they came into, they're all hosted in different places in different clouds. All of those services will start to be introduced into Intercloud as the initial service offerings that we're going to deliver from Cisco. Plus, as we build out these cloud offerings, we'll have things like infrastructure as a service and platform as a service. So very scalable, malleable compute, storage, networking services that will be delivered from this cloud offering. But if you don't want to come to us from that service, you just go to one of our partners. And let's just say that that partner doesn't want to stand up a Meraki or a WebEx offer. They're just going to connect in through Intercloud to be able to get to that offer and resell it through the offerings that we build with Intercloud. And if you're a private cloud provider, as an example, up here, and you build out a cloud offering, and you don't want to stand up your next generation video offering, you want video as a service, you'll provision that service through Intercloud and connect it. This is where that hybrid IT model comes in and works. Does that make sense to everyone? Is it starting to provide a little more clarity? So let's go a little deeper. Is that okay if we go a little deeper? Remember, I'm the technology guy, so you're going to have to read me. So if you have questions about what the pricing is going to be in that model, I am the wrong person to ask for that. And I will tell you, this is all being developed as we speak. Right? So we don't have all the answers to all the questions right now, but we are starting to develop them fairly rapidly here as we stand up these cloud offerings. So when we look at what Intercloud will do, clearly we have all these partners that we have today. With all of these incredible applications and services, some of them have invested in cloud already. They've got domain expertise. They have specifically software and other services that our customers and our partners may want to consume themselves. What you do is you marry that up with the cloud services model that sits on top. And now you're able to deliver a complete cloud offering that allows the customer to have the service that they want to have. And as we talked about before, we're talking about a very open approach to delivering cloud services. So on top of that, this cloud offering will either be Cisco branded, come from us. WebEx as an example will come from us, but come from the cloud offering. Cisco branded and partner resold, right, which I think we'll see a lot of in this model. Co-branded, meaning a partner wants to brand it with us, so we go to market together, and we're doing that with the major partners and providers we have today. Or completely partner branded. They don't want Cisco's name anywhere on the brand offering. So we've seen a lot of examples of this with Meraki, where the providers want to brand it themselves as a service for managed services that they're going to be delivering to customers. So they'll have this flexibility. So this is not to disintermediate our partners at all. This is built with our partners, for our partners, and to allow them to scale and to be successful in driving, delivering customer needs and demands. Our partners are most successful where they're able to deliver services and capabilities. It's their greatest value and it's their greatest differentiation. So in this model, instead of trying to all build their own clouds and compete for the same thing, it's the value of their services, their capabilities, their software that will be extended and built on top of the Intercloud that will make them really successful. If you look at our portfolio strategy, really, really important. First and foremost, we are building the entire Intercloud offering off of our application-centric infrastructure. You've seen the announcement around the work that we're doing around ACI in the data center, and that's to more tightly link applications to networking services and to automate policy delivery across networking services. So today, where we're able to configure and orchestrate services in the compute environment, with ACI we'll be able to orchestrate and automate services and policy delivery in compute, network, and storage. And so that is at the hallmark of Intercloud. Over that, we're going to build a unified platform on top of it based off of OpenStack and open APIs. Very, very important. So we're going to build this unified platform with OpenStack and open APIs to allow our partners and others in the market that may not be our partners to be able to interact and work in the Intercloud environment. And then on top of that, we'll have specific workloads that will instantiate either in a SaaS model or in a platform or infrastructure as a service model. Examples for collaboration, WebEx, security, ScanSafe, network operations, Meraki, just as examples of services. And as you look, we'll continue to build out differentiated cloud services with our partners, through our partners, or directly on Intercloud. SAP HANA as a service, as an example, will be one of those services that we'll deliver through Intercloud ourselves. Other services, maybe virtual desktop as a service capabilities, which we see a lot of in Korea, may be coming from our partners that will be instantiated through the Intercloud. And so there's a tremendous amount of flexibility here. So going back to the original example, where I talked about that router that's in between and all of these networks that are running on disparate protocols that can't talk to one another, now we enable a way for all of them to communicate and collaborate, as well as rapidly deliver fast IT and next generation services. So level deeper, and I thought this was really, really important to put into the discussion. This is what the cloud services architecture looks like. As we talked about before, built on our infrastructure and our capabilities, leveraging ACI for automation and orchestration of policy and services. Over the top of that, OpenStack as the cloud platform to be able to deliver it with open APIs, to be able to provision and allow tenants to come in and automate service delivery of the stack, as well as communicate outbound on other capabilities. And then on top of this, I don't think I have it here, is our Prime Catalog capabilities. So with Prime Catalog, we're now able to catalog all the cloud services that sit below. The beauty of this model is, as we stand this up in one partner and provider, and another stands up another cloud service in another environment, they will communicate and collaborate with one another. So the services that are advertised or available, maybe from another cloud offering somewhere else in the world, will also be made visible and available in this cloud instance as well. And so truly federating all of these clouds together. I just want to make sure, does that make sense to everyone? Interpreter, you guys good in the back? Okay, not moving too fast? That's good. So below that, right, we talk about this platform built on OpenStack and open APIs. Below it, we have our infrastructure. That infrastructure that's going to be really the foundation for this is going to be built on what we're doing with ACI, our application-centric infrastructure. And that application-centric infrastructure, which was discussed yesterday, and I think probably a little bit today, is built on a policy framework. And this next-gen infrastructure will allow the services that sit below to automatically orchestrate and automate the stand-up of compute, storage, and other services to make this a very flexible and fluid environment. And with this environment, as the hallmark and the foundation for this unified platform, we'll be able to more readily and easily deliver and instantiate services and get the user out of the consistent operational churn that they're in so that they can focus on real business impact functions. And then as we look at this, and again, I wanted to leave you with this slide here. It's truly the interconnection that makes Intercloud the most interesting. Because if you think about it here, you as customers and your customers and others in the market have different instances of how they build their data centers and their private cloud offerings. It shouldn't matter to us, and it won't, about how this will interact. any one of those instances, because we're open, and the approach is we want to be hypervisor agnostic, so any workload can be provisioned here, so that we'll be able to work with that via Intercloud, and then via Intercloud be able to go to our other providers that are providing cloud services in the market, maybe others that are providing compute storage and SaaS like Windows and Amazon. So we'll have the right APIs, and we're already working with them today. I got to keep going, Suzanne. Work with them today to be able to make that happen. So our advantages and differentiation. This is why this is important. One is that we really believe that we are unlocking the power and the opportunity with an open hybrid cloud approach. That's the first point. Second is we're using our own innovation and our technology as part of this, as well as we are very much embracing open standards, open stack, API approach to make this viable for others in the market that may not want to work with us or want to work with us in different ways. Security and data sovereignty is at the heart of this, and it's been one of those things that really our customers are demanding as they move towards cloud, right? Data protection, data sovereignty, all of those things. Purpose-built for the Internet of Everything, which John is going to talk about. So this framework will power the Internet of Everything. It will churn and do the analytics to make the right business decisions. And it's very partner-centric. This model is built with our partners, for our partners, to be able to scale their offerings and make them more successful. So with that, I wanted to thank you.